Earlier in the year, we paid a visit to Mark Wallis at his Imperial Kennels near Lakenheath in Suffolk, shortly after he'd taken over the licence from his mother-in-law, former champion trainer Linda Jones. Now, with the year almost over, we've come back to reflect on a 2005 that surely exceeded even Mark's highest expectations.
No, I was expecting for us to have a good year, that was for certain. I felt we had some good dogs at the start of the year. We've had a lot of recent additions from when you first come up, and they've all performed very well indeed. So, yeah, it's gone better than it's expected, definitely.
The dogs we saw in the spring, most notably I suppose, was Lethal Rumble, who really did the business for you.
Yeah, well, we highlighted him. We thought he'd just come off the back of 10 wins. And to be honest with you, he didn't lose his form. Some people said, oh, the dog lost his form a little bit. He actually got beat and was going quicker than when he was winning. It's just that other dogs come on the scene, that Trojan Flight and Druid's Mickey Joe. He ran well against them, but you know, all of a sudden, the last 2 or 3 months, he's really took off again, and he's won the Grand National. He's won several other races, and he's just been on fire at the right time, really, for us. So, yeah, very, very pleased with him.
A major contributor to your kennel success, you see, Lethal Rumble. But how about January Tiger, one we didn't know much about when you unveiled him?
Yes, you see, with January Tiger, I thought a lot of him early on in the year, and I had him marked down as a potential real top-class stayer as well. And to be fair, when he went into the Derby, he was very lightly raced. And I must admit, for you know, he was sensational in the Derby, and was very unlucky not to make the final, and then come out and won the consolation, which was a really good campaign. And I think a lot of things have followed on from what he done when the Derby was on. You know, our other dogs have come out since then and won competitions everywhere. So one of the main reasons why the kennel's doing so well is that we've got the leading 2 juveniles in the country in Go Commando and Ronnie's Champion. And both of them have won 2 top-class Category 1 competitions in the Puppy Classic with Ronnie's Champion, and Go Commando's victory in the Jim Crack will live long in the memory. To be honest with you, it was a fantastic run that night. So I expect them to have big years next year. I think that they could both have got chances of winning a classic. They're that good.
Go Commando for Mark Wallis is all go. The green lights are on for Go Commando around the final bend. Some 3 lengths clear from Zigzag Dutchman. It's Go Commando hacking up in the end from Zigzag Dutchman in second place.
Go Commando, just one of a number of good youngsters in the kennel, where a major influence has been the interest of an owner, maybe not to be feared.
Simon Wooder, and he's been a real good owner for this kennel this year. He's put a tremendous amount of money into the sport, and I think the last 3 or 4 months he's starting to get his rewards with some top-class competition wins. You know, the best dog for us this year has been Fear No One, without a shadow of a doubt. He's won 4 competitions this year, including 2 Category 1s, and I think he's won something like £28,000 in prize money now. So. He's a dog that has really made a name for this kennel this year, and for Simon himself. So,
and of course, you won the Puppy Cup at Romford with a Fear dog.
Yes, and Fear Assassin, that's a really nice early pace dog, and to be honest with you, he ran above himself in the Puppy Cup, and he looks a promising pup for next year. Probably not going to get the full 480, but would be aimed at all the competitions 460 or less, but he's getting a little bit stronger as he gets older.
Now, Fear Rianne made a really big impression on Sky when winning at Wimbledon. Doesn't seem to have really got on from there, or do you disagree with that?
Well, he's only raced against the very best dogs, and I think he's the kind of dog that would take a couple of months to adjust from the puppy stage up to the all-age stage. No, I think he's bang on course for the Derby at Wimbledon. I think that will be something that we're going to sort of aim him for and hopefully get him right for.
As they come around the second last bend, and it's still 3, Fear Rian, the leader here by a long lead. 3, Fear Rian, trapped to line, very impressive.
And Mark has also enjoyed success in the marathon division, with Walthamstow triple track record holder Star of Dromin, who has proved a class above her rivals.
So I thought she was absolutely awesome in the Racing Post Festival Marathon, and you know, she put some very good dogs, and you know, really won well. Like
TV trophy for her, unless nature intervenes.
Possibly, she's definitely a bitch that really loves Walthamstow. I've tried her as much as I can at other tracks because I've given her every chance to try and succeed elsewhere, and she had a great night at Romford winning the Golden Vase, but probably her best runs are around Walthamstow. It's the way it goes. We've had some top dogs like No Can Waltz before at the kennel that was more suited to Walthamstow than they were to other tracks, and I think she's in a similar mould.
More success for the kennel has come courtesy of the two Ronnies. Ronnie's Boss and Ronnie's Flight seen here and considered unlucky when trying to achieve a Grand Prix double. And in the Fairy Tale Stakes, surely no victory could rival Bell Legend's comeback success in the Still City Cup.
Mark, a question I've asked Linda Jones in the past, and I'm asking you, and I'm afraid to say I'll keep asking it. But just like Colin Montgomery, everyone says, when's he going to win a major golf tournament? He's such a classy golfer, has yet to win the big one. What about the Wallis Kennel? When are you going to win a derby?
Well, hopefully it could be next year. I think we've got some strong dogs for some of the derbies next year. The Scottish Derby, the English Derby and the Irish Derby. I'm hoping the likes of Go Commando, Ronnie's Champion, Theory Ann, and even some nice young dogs coming along at the moment like Special Deal could all be the type to do very well in derbies next year. You need a lot of luck, and particularly at Wimbledon you need a lot of luck. And the Westmead Hawks of this world don't come along all the time. So, but we're going to keep trying, and hopefully it is something that every trainer wants, and including me.
Well, maybe accepting Westmead Hawk and moral standards, every Wimbledon derby has been won by a dog with early pace from the front. Of the ones in your kennel at the moment, which one fits the bill, do you think, most?
Probably Theory Ann at Wimbledon, he seems to have a blistering early. He's not quite been as good as what he looked a couple of months ago, but I'm sure he's a dog that come next summer will be absolutely ready for it. So.
No trainer can succeed without a strong backup team. The Imperial Kennels setup is headed by assistant Patrick, head lad Pete, plus Sid and recent recruit Jade, who ensure the setup is functioning 24/7. Not forgetting, of course, the invaluable assistance of Linda Jones. So, with 3 weeks of the season to go, what are Mark's plans to ensure he is crowned champion trainer?
Well, I've looked at the calendar and there's still some nice competitions left there. Basically, I've tried to find my best dogs and aiming them at particular competitions. The likes of Fear Assassin going for the Sunderland Puppy Derby. He's a really nice dog who's got plenty of early pace, should be well suited for that competition. Go Commander's going for the Harry Holmes Memorial. Once again, he's a dog that 500 metres on a track like Sheffield should really suit. We're taking a bit of a chance. We're dropping Fear No One back to the sprint for the national sprint. I feel like Nottingham is the only track where you can actually drop a 4-bend dog back to a sprint and have a realistic chance of winning. And I think he'll go really, really well in the national sprint this year. So, my way of thinking is if we just do things how we've been doing them all year, aiming certain dogs for certain races, I think that's and if we can have a bit of luck and win a couple more competitions, then if it helps us win the Trainers' Championship, then we will all be really pleased. But touch wood, everything will be cap off of what's been a great